the God who restores years. We step into Joel with the sense that something sacred has been shattered. The book does not ease us in with gentle warnings. It begins with loss that feels complete, vineyards silenced, fields stripped to nothing, a landscape so altered that people stand in their own land and feel like strangers. We know that feeling. We have lived through moments when the things we counted on unraveled without our permission. The routines that held us steady fell apart. The future we planned slipped through our fingers. Joel meets us right there in the quiet after everything collapses. Yet even now, declares the Lord, return to me with all your heart. We pause over those words. Even now. Not after the rebuilding. Not once we regain control. Not once we glue the pieces back together. Even now, when the ground under us feels hollow, when our prayers sound thin, when our hearts are bruised, and our faith feels tired, God is still calling. Joel wants us to see that the Lord does not wait for a better moment. His voice breaks into the ruin while the dust is still settling. And then Joel tells us what God is after. Rend your hearts and not your garments. Joel 2:13. We feel the honesty of that command. In loss, it is easy to display sorrow without surrendering anything real. Joel pulls us away from performance. He invites us to let our hearts break openly before God, to bring him the parts that ache, the parts that wander, the parts afraid that nothing in us is worth saving. And God responds to that kind of honesty with something only he can give. I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten. Joel 2:25. We read that slowly because it reaches the deeper places in us. Years, not days, not moments. Years, the long griefs, the seasons we assumed were wasted, the chapters we feared were beyond repair. God says he can restore them, not just replace, but restore. Joel shows us a God whose hand does not move only in judgment. The same hand that empties the fields is the hand that fills them again, sovereign in every direction. Nothing too ruined, nothing too late, nothing beyond his reach. And then Joel widens the frame. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. We let those words settle. All flesh. Joel is revealing something larger than the healing of one nation. God's restoration will spill beyond the boundaries of Israel. His invitation will stretch to the world, sons and daughters from every land, hearts from every corner, a kingdom wide enough for all who will come. Joel points us to a God who does not conquer with force, but draws with mercy. By the time we leave Joel, the message becomes clear. God is not only the God who judges, he is the God who restores. He calls us to return when everything familiar has been devastated, not to impress him with strength, but to let him work in our weakness. Not to show him what we can fix, but to turn to the one who can redeem what we cannot. So when we look at our own lives and see the places where the locusts have done their work, we do not fold into despair. Joel teaches us to look up, to return, to bring our torn hearts to the one who rebuilds futures we thought were gone, to trust the God who restores years, to believe that nothing in him is ever truly lost. We enter Joel slowly, but we leave with something strong. Hope that does not depend on circumstance, hope rooted in the God who can restore everything he touches. As you read this chapter, what part of Joel's message speaks to your own story today? If you feel led, share your reflection in the comments. Your words may be exactly what someone else needs to hold on to hope this week.